good? What's good? Bucks was good. Keon, what up? Get the likes up, y'all. Get the likes up. The top button, the three dots on the right, man. It's not looking good, man. Not looking good. Not looking good. Knowledge, what up? Dark Raider. Knowledge, thanks for the super chat for the beat yesterday, man. We really appreciate that. We really appreciate the super chat for the beat. Knowledge, a big supporter of the Beat 139, man. I need some of you guys to go over there and support it. It's very, very important. It's very important. Anytime y'all see me with button-ups and no hat on, y'all know I'm about to go somewhere. I'm about to go to this convention with some politicians and things like that. So I got a couple things to do today. A lot of things. Got a few things to do today, but I definitely had to come up here with you guys, man. Y'all know I'm sick, man. Y'all know I'm sick. Y'all know I'm a sick man right now, man. This is crazy, man. The Celtics, like, I'm sick. There's no way in the world. Dallas, I got Dallas winning the next game, but that's it. It's over. It's over in Boston. They're gonna go crazy. It's over in Boston. Dallas win the next game. Dallas will win the next game, man. It's that Celtics had it too easy. They did have, like, I ain't gonna lie, things fell perfectly for them. Like, it felt perfectly for them. Like, everything, and I'm gonna get to that. I'm glad you said it, but, you know, I'm not gonna take nothing away from the Boston. I'm really not gonna take anything away from Boston. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But things felt like, put it this way, I'm gonna say this. Reason why I'm gonna speak on this, because if you just got blindfold, not looking at it, you'll think it looks like they dominating. Like you look at the whole playoffs, and you just see the results, and you look at the record and things like that, you'll think, oh, they was like a dominant championship team, but that's not the case. That's not the case. Like, they can go, if you just look at it, the numbers or whatever, and the results. Let's say Dallas win the next game. So that means they only lost 3 games throughout the whole playoffs and championship. That's impressive. That's impressive. You'd be like, damn. Like, they only lost 3 games. Right now they only lost 2 games. It seemed dominant, but that's not the case. It's not the case. That's why sometimes that's why we tell people you gotta watch it. You have to watch it, because you just looking at something on paper, it looks, and it could be deceiving. It can be deceiving, and it's not the case. You think, damn, they lost 2 games to the playoffs and championship, and you look at it, you be like, damn, and they won 60-something games. It looked like they was just a dominant team, but everything felt their way. I know the first thing people would say, even in the earlier series, oh, they didn't need Porzingis. Like, in the early season, like, you can't compare losing Porzingis compared to what the other teams lost. Like, you know, they still, I hate to talk about stuff like this, because at the end of the day, they did what they supposed to do, but all I'm saying is, I'm speaking on right now the misleading part about it. You know what I'm saying? The first series, you out Jimmy Butler and Terry Rozier. Like, that automatically, you know what I mean? Either 2 things would happen: a sweep or 5 games. And what happened? They won in 5. The next series they played Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell goes out. And they out Donovan Mitchell and Jarrett Allen. So they out 2 All-Stars. That series went 5. You would think, okay, if they missing Donovan Mitchell, they best player, they no one scored. And number one, Boston been favorite. Go ahead, come on. Go ahead. Why the book bag so heavy? It's the end of the school year. I go. Got the light. Say something. I have the light, man. People have the light. So if you say, if coming into it, of everybody's full strength, Boston against Cleveland, you'll say, I would have said Boston in 6. Full strength, Boston in 6 over Cleveland. If it wasn't no. So what happened? Donovan Mitchell and Jarrett Allen, they went in 5. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Then you go Indiana series. You would say at full strength, both teams full strength, you would say, okay, Indiana will win 1. Both teams are full strength. But Halliburton gets hurt. Like they losing, every team they played didn't have their best player. Right? So it's like, damn. Like, and then sometimes, like, so everything felt perfectly for Boston in that sense, right? But like I said, I'm not here to discredit, but I'm just saying that the numbers, if you look at like, damn, they only lost 2 games, like that Indiana series, they was in every game, was making mental mistakes after mental mistakes. This is dropping the ball every time. This. Hey. They was making mental mistakes after mental mistakes. So then you go, damn. And that works. And then, now you say in the finals, out of all teams, and I said this, I said this from the gate, one reason why I didn't like Dallas coming in. I said that scared me. Only reason I wanted Dallas, once Dallas took the 2-0, I said this, when Dallas and Minnesota series first started, I was like, damn, I know how playoff games get close. So I said close games, you know, long as the game's close, I feel comfortable with Luka and Kyrie. That's just like, you know, I'm betting on that. You know what I mean? 2 minutes left, the last 3 minutes of the game, it's tied. I'm liking Luka and Kyrie over Minnesota. So I'm like, that was one of my main reasons why I said I want that. You know what I mean? But the one reason I was scared of Dallas was because I said after Luka and Kyrie, they don't have nothing. Like, they don't have nobody I could confidently say, like, yo, okay, this dude, he gonna be consistent with that. When other teams had that. You know, Minnesota had that where you could easily see, okay, I could easily see 3 players, 15 or more points. And that was the thing right there. I was like, and I'm like Minnesota. I kept saying, I said Minnesota match up beautifully with the Celtics, but I said I just think that down the stretch that they make bonehead decisions. That's what I was more worried about, their decisions. Had I known that, I'd have won Minnesota all the way. And I said that, and the way Boston played defense, Dallas is perfectly for that. Dallas ain't scored 100 points yet. Boston, out of all teams, and you look at it, they beat Boston. I mean, Boston beat them like 16 straight times. They beat Dallas like 16. They tailor-made to beat Dallas the way they play defense. Boston is tailor-made to play. Lakers would have played them better. See, a team, anytime you have a good defensive team like Boston, the last thing you need, you're not beating them with a like a ball dominant type player. You're not beating them like that. Luka is ball dominant. You're not beating them like that. Like he bringing the ball up. He's the most ball dominant player in the NBA because he brings it up, then looking to score most of the time. You know what I'm saying? Then he not really gonna play that much defense. So if you think about it, Dallas was tailor-made for Boston more than any other team. If you put, let's just say the conference, let's say Denver, Minnesota, and Dallas, and OKC, those like the last four standing in the West. With those four teams, Dallas is more predictable with good defensive teams. See, like Boston's like top level defensive team. That's perfect for them. It's perfect for them. It's perfect for them. You know, teams who don't, and not that defensive, but that they perfect for them. Because Kyrie always play good drops. Kyrie is a roller coaster. Kyrie is not consistent. I've been saying that. And I know you guys probably like, yo, Kareem, you right. You've been saying that. Hold on. All right, good morning. How you doing? All right, Leo. Dallas is tailor-made like that. That's why, like, Dallas is not a team that you be like, oh, they're gonna be a force to be reckoned with. They gotta change their style of play. Luka bringing the ball up and doing that, like, they supposed to switch. My thing right now, what they need is complete good ball movement, but you need a more offensive settings. I'm going with Jaden Hardy. If I'm them, I'm going with Jaden Hardy, Kyrie, Luka, Lively, and PJ Washington. You need that because on the swing, Jaden Hardy not the shooter, but on the swing, you gotta watch. But he got that handle. See, that's the thing. He got that handle where he could break down. Once he get it, he could make something happen. Jaden Hardy can make something happen along with Kyrie, but they had to swing the ball. Like, how can you be down? This supposed to never happen. You down 0-2 at home. How you ever down 20 points? How? That's supposed to never happen. I respected more you up 20 and they came back and beat you than you down at your home, down 0-2. Yeah, Dante Exum play fast, yeah. Like my thing is this. Dallas, like I said, That's why I was telling you guys, and I ain't want to jinx the thing, but it didn't. I didn't like it from the start. I didn't like it because my thing was I just didn't like it because I'm like, they was tailor made defensively for them. Dallas ain't score 100 points yet. They ain't score 100 yet. And it's gonna be hard. Like, the thing is, Luka gonna get his numbers. Luka's gonna be around 30 points, right? But the problem they have, Kyrie is up and down. Kyrie had 2 bad games. He had a good game yesterday. So even with them 2, they 60. Who getting the 40? See, that's what I'm saying. They tailor made. That's why when you building a team, see, teams sometimes get hyped off certain players. You gotta get some bucket getters. You gotta get them microwave guys. Them guys can come in and go crazy. You gotta get those certain type of guys. And see, the thing is, with Boston, what helps Boston, they've been together. Same. That's why I said Denver. I was. Denver would have definitely beat Boston. Definitely beat Boston. Boston when it been able, Denver would have beat Boston. Denver had ball movement. Then they got Denver would have beat them. Because it's harder to defend a team like Denver. They good. They can pass. They cutting. They passing. It's a lot of things. Denver wouldn't have lost to Boston. You had Jokic. Now you got a center. Because now you got 2 guys who going to score. Then you got guys like Porter Jr. you have to account for. Then you got the Bronze coming in playing physical. Like, Boston would have beat them. I mean, Denver would have beat them. That's why I tell people styles make matches. And I think that what happened in that Lakers series, the Lakers lost in 5, but it was a tough 5. See, it's a difference. That was a tough 5-game series, and I just think the Lakers, by Denver not being deep, that hurt them against Minnesota. That hurt them against Minnesota. They had nothing. Once Gordon is Gordon. Jokic still had his numbers. He could have played better. He didn't play his A game. But Murray, they throwing them defenders at him. You threw McDaniels at him. It made it rough on Murray. Then he was hobbling. You know what I like about him, he ain't used no excuse. But he was banged up. He was banged up at the end of the season. Even that whole Lakers series, he's banged up. He ain't supposed to come back in the Lakers series. He's supposed to still been out. And playing grueling series, and then a lot of them games is every other day. I'm not making no excuse for him, but them games is every other day. Every other day. He said Nuggets play weak competition. How? How Denver play weak competition? Like I said, Minnesota, like I said, styles make matches. Styles make matches. Out of all teams, Dallas was one team that Boston can be, because the style of play Dallas play. A good defensive team, a good disciplined team that Boston been together for a while. They've been playing together, and you can see it. And it hurts me that they're going to be champs, and they're going to make Jrue Holiday more than what he is. They're going to elevate Tatum and Brown. Tatum better get that MVP. I don't want them to, had 30. Let's say if Brown been consistent and he hit big shots down the stretch. He made plays down the stretch. Because it's like, I noticed with the NBA, they don't care. When they want to push somebody, Tatum is more marketable. Brown, you see Brown ain't smiling, none of that. Brown came to the press conference. He just Brown is cool. I always like Brown a good dude. Not saying Tatum not a good dude, but I'm just saying I just like Jaylen Brown. I like his demeanor. I like what he stands for. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I could easily see them. If Tatum, let's say if they both have good games the next game, but they lose. Like this let's say they both have, because they both had 30 yesterday. Let's say they both have good games. They both have like 26 the next game, right? But they lose. And let's say the last game, they both have good games. Now they'd be like, oh, Tatum had 3 straight games, this, that, and they'll try to justify and rob Brown of that MVP. Brown has to stay consistent. Like Anthony Davis and LeBron, where they want to give LeBron an MVP, Brown will have to stay consistent. Yes, Kyrie Irving not going to the Lakers. Move on. I agree with you, Stone Cold. Like, the Laker fans have to stop with this delusion. Just build the team the right way. Like, this Kyrie, this, that. Like, leave that alone. It's not happening. It's not happening. Like, win with your own new players. And this is the problem. Lakers have no chemistry, no identity, no coaching. Lakers had none of that. Lakers had none of that. No chemistry, no identity, or no coaching. Lakers have none of that. Because everything's a panic mode. Boston's kept their team like, okay, cool. We get this guy, let's ride them. Yeah, like Boston, the thing is, that's the problem. Boston, they lose, is like, okay, next year. Lakers lose is a big thing. Get rid of, blow it up, do this. You can't do that. Adam Silver and the NBA made a conscious decision that it's not going to be no dominance. It's really not going to be no, like Boston, not a team you're going to look at. You can't look at Boston right now and be like, oh, they're going back next year. They don't have that. It's just that things fell perfectly for them. It fell perfectly for them. And when you, and the way how I felt, and the way how things fell for them, like even far as they had to, like when you grind through it, like they really hadn't been tested. Hit that like button, the top 3 buttons on the right. Y'all need y'all to go support them kids too, man. We did an interview with some 15-year-old kids, you know, at the Beat 139. Go support the kids, man. Go support the kids. Go check that interview. Leave a comments, because they looking, you know, they want to see they happy. You know, these 15-year-old twins, a boy and a girl twins, the first ever boy and a girl twins. There's never been a boy and a girl twin rap group. They 15 years old. Go to the Beat 139. Get the views up. Get the likes up. Like, you know, leave a comment. Keep encouraging, man. We got to encourage these kids, man. We got to encourage these kids. It's very, very important, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, the first thing they going to watch their views. The kids going to watch their views, man. They're going to watch their views. Somebody put Beat 139 podcast up there. Somebody please put the Beat 139 podcast up there, so the people can go watch and leave a comment. Tell them, say, keep going, say dope. You know, they read that. It's very important, man. It's very important, man. If you have kids, you would love for your kids to, you know what I'm saying? You would love that. Support the kids, and this is the internet. First, they looking for views, looking for encouragement, man. please go to the Beat 139. I don't care if you watch 2 minutes of the interview. Watch 2 minutes. And I think it's something, if any of y'all have kids, I think that's something the interview you should watch with your kids. You should watch it with your kids. This way, you know what I mean? They were smart little kids, man. They were smart kid. Boy and the girl, twins, come from a good family. Like, go there, watch it, and yeah, it's tough, man. Lakers. Let me read some of y'all comments. That's what I'm gonna do. Let me read some of your guys' comments. They talk about B. Something happened with a B. Yeah, the Beat 139. Yeah, go support the kids, please. I know by the views jumping. Just leave a comment, say yo, good it up, cause they watching it. They like, oh, we gonna They were so excited yesterday. They're gonna be on Apollo. They're gonna be on Apollo tomorrow. I mean today. They performing at the Apollo today. Them kids is working, man. They working. Them kids is working. He said, oh no, the Lakers are cooked. Yes, the Sixers got more cap space than anybody. That's what I said. I don't see this being no dominant thing with Boston. I don't see, because I do believe they did the things the right way. They drafted, they kept their players together, they kept their core together. They said, you know what, we got to get rid of Marcus Smart, because Marcus Smart was costing them. Marcus Smart was costing them. He was doing a lot of bonehead stuff, and they got a smarter player. That Jrue Holiday and Marcus Smart is a big difference, because Marcus Smart and Jrue Holiday just a better player than Marcus Smart. And then they end up getting Porzingis. Just think, man. Just think what Boston did. Boston had a player in Robert Williams, a center they drafted, that played well in a system, but always hurt. Always hurt. This man stayed hurt. That got a Brogdon for just a first round. See, this is the thing, the difference between Lakers and the Celtics. Lakers don't get no breaks. Lakers always have to pay top dollar. But look what happened, how things worked out for Boston. You had a Malcolm Brogdon, always hurt, right? Goes to ball. He played good everywhere he goes to Boston, plays well, and he go to Boston. He played well, and he wins Sixth Man of the Year. But he always hurt. Rob Williams always hurt, right? And they had 2 picks. That thing with Portland, and teams were scared to sign Jrue Holiday. That's another thing I'm hearing. I'm hearing a lot of things. I'm hearing 2 things they said. And I heard this. I think I did a video on this. But a lot of teams, when Portland got Jrue Holiday, when Portland acquired Jrue Holiday for Dame, they said a lot of teams were scared to wanting to have Jrue Holiday beyond, because his contract situation was a little hesitant. So they didn't want to offer certain things, right? So that was that, right? Teams was hesitant on Jrue Holiday. And then they said Portland people were so mad at Dame that they was encouraging Boston to do that. And Boston, like, if you look at the 2 picks, Rob Williams stay hurt. It's not a bad deal, because like you get 2 Rob Williams, and young center that was blocking, getting rebounds, and he was solid, but he stayed hurt. 6 Man of the Year and 2 first-round picks. They paid for Jrue Holiday. They paid, but Porzingis is like Porzingis for it just worked out right for them. No, I don't think I would still did that Jrue Holiday for Dame. I'm doing Jrue Holiday for Dame. Milwaukee needed that. Like, see, y'all fail to realize they wasn't beating Boston with no just Jrue Holiday, and if they didn't return their team, they was not beating them. They was not just beating them like that. I'm telling y'all now, it looks like that. Like, oh man, and I knew people would do that. Oh man, Dame for Jrue. Dame had a better year than Jrue Holiday. Like people let it blind them. Dame had a better year, and I would still did that trade. I still do it again. Dame for Jrue Holiday. It's just that it's not like they traded like Jrue Holiday was on Boston. It's just that it just fell that way. It fell that way, and then went to it just fell the way it fell. It just fell a way where Boston jumped right in it. They saw an opportunity. They jumped right to it. I would do that deal again. See, people fail to realize, Jrue Holiday goes, number one, Jrue Holiday's a player that everybody likes. Like, you're never going to hear no media people talk down on him. Most of the times with guys known for defense, they don't get hit like guys, offensive players. They don't get hit like offensive players. Offensive players get more criticized than defensive players. Offensive players have a bad game, they getting hit. Defensive guys, you know for defense, and then whatever offense you give them, Jrue Holiday could give you 14 points, and he could be considered your second or third best player. Nobody ain't gonna say nothing. Nobody gonna say he ain't step up or do anything. Like, he did nothing last year against Boston. When they played Boston last year, he didn't do anything. He didn't do anything when they played Boston last year. He's just a smart. See, the thing is, he's like a coach's dream. He don't complain. Jrue Holiday don't. See, this is why he easy for people to like and people ain't criticize him. He don't complain, right? He's not cocky or arrogant. He goes out there and play hard. he plays smart where he make the right decisions. Like, he not gonna try to do too much, and he gonna play good defense. And now, like on offense, it's like hit or miss. If he gets you 10, 12 points, and by him like that, he's a coach's dream. Hold on, peoples. Yeah, people's. Yeah, yeah. That's the thing. See, the thing is this. Like I said, Jrue Holiday is you will love coaching a guy. Like, he not gonna give you no pushback. You put him on. You could play him 20-something minutes. He's not gonna complain. He's not gonna complain. He's in the NBA. He making his money. He and he gonna he got to do. He gonna play defense. He got a decent enough offense. He's not no offensive player. He's a two-way player because he could consistently give you 14 points. He gonna give you that year in and year out. He gonna get you 14 points. He's gonna have some good games, some 20 something points game. He gonna do that. But I would do that same thing again. Because if Jrue Holiday, the main thing would really push me why Milwaukee had to get rid of Jrue Holiday for Dame because of Chris Middleton. By Middleton declining and the way he declined and that injury, they had to do it. Because Jrue Holiday is not a number two. He disappears too much in games. He's more of a guy, 14 points and things like that. That's more his thing. That's more Jrue Holiday thing. 14 points. That's not going to do it. Giannis dropped 30, 14 points as your second best player. And like when Middleton was out, that's why the Bucks struggled. And they build that wall for Giannis. He don't have that type of game. You could just give him the ball and he put that work in. Jrue Holiday don't have that type of game. So by Chris Middleton declining the way he did, you had to. Because now Chris Middleton just fell. Them injuries, he's just not. At least you could go, okay, I got Middleton as my third, and then Jrue. Okay, cool. You could work with that. But by him declining, and it was smart. These guys are already 30 something. Like you gotta. Jrue Holiday is what 30, 34. Jrue Holiday 34 years old. Freddie G, what up, bro? Jrue Holiday is 34 years old. You had to do it. A guy like Dame, you like, all right, the way how Dame down in the clutch and the way Giannis played, you had to do it. They just have to figure it out. People think, it's not no flop, man. People think Giannis and Dame is a flop. I think, I'm gonna tell you what hurt the Giannis and Dame, right? I'm gonna tell you what hurt them more than anything. What hurt them more is Dame, his number one thing, Dame just had to get his mind right. Dame get his mind right and buy in, they'll be all right. That's it. He got the thing is, Dame went through a lot and he's not used to that. He's not used to that. He's not strong enough mentally. Like, I ain't gonna say, I hate to say he's not strong enough mentally, but he's so much a family man. Dame is a family man and love his family. Him divorcing his wife, I think he had good and bad days. And he wanted to go to Miami, but I hope he fully embraced Milwaukee. If you don't fully embrace something, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. But far as you just look at, okay, this is Dame, his profile, and you look at Giannis, they could be deadly. Jrue Holiday don't give you what Dame give you. Now, offensively, down the stretch, let's say the playoffs. This is what I was saying about like Luka and Kyrie. But the thing is, the difference between Luka and Kyrie, Luka 2-ball dominant. But Dame and Giannis in a pick and roll, you know, see, then the thing, Giannis giving you defense. He rebounding everything, giving you defense, and he going hard. So that's why him and Dame, I felt that duo can be crazy. Because down the stretch, the same thing. Why I said I liked them against Boston. Boston wouldn't be able to defend Giannis the way they did in the past. Because now you got them, then you got shooters, still got Brook Lopez, you still got Middleton, guys that respected, that guys that's easy. See, they have more of a at the Luke and Kyrie, you got nothing. At the Dame, and I ain't gonna say nothing because not like I'm not gonna diss PJ Washington like that, but he's look at all his points is shooting jump shot. I don't like guys like that. They have to wait for the ball and pray on a 30-foot shot. Like if that's your best attribute, it scares me. It scares me. Now if he was a scorer if he's a guy that gets you 16 a game, but he a guy get on the wing, cut, slash it to the basket, some middies, give you some middies, 3-point, he mix it up. You see his points coming from all over. Then it's like, all right, like he's a scorer for real. Like you feel a little better. Like a guy like Chris Middleton. Middleton knocked down a 3. He ISO, bunk, mid-range. Chris Middleton mid-range, ISO 3. And Middleton's a much better shooter than PJ Washington. That's not PJ Washington's strength. This is like his best time, like really shooting like that. And not just like a corner 3. Like, but Middleton is more prolific scorer than PJ Washington. And so you have that as your third. Then you got Brook Lopez. A guy he's a 15-point per game guy. You got more. That's why I said I like them against Boston. Because they got more of a defensive pedigree than Dallas. And they got veteran bigs and different people who are going to do some things. That's the thing. That's the thing right there. Lakers got the see the thing. Lakers in a tough situation because they at the stage where you got like LeBron James like win now by all costs, but it could be dangerous doing that because it could force you making when it's like that. It could force you to easy make a move that you shouldn't be doing, but you went all in. Like it's dangerous. Lakers is in a tough spot. And the thing is, you got to worry about with the Lakers. Yes, LeBron had a good year. Yes, he stays in shape, but decline is decline. You older, you just don't know year from year how it turns out. Your body just changes. Yeah, they signed Jrue for 400 million. No other team was doing that. Thank you. Watch my car. He said everybody knew Tim Hardaway trash. You can't see. This is where it don't work like that. Y'all thinking, oh, Tim Hardaway played. Oh, he went 0 for 4. That means he trash. You can't think like that because you can't have it. It takes time. It takes rhythm. He's a role player. It's rhythm. You put him in down this and that. Like, come on, it's rhythm. You play basketball, you know it's rhythm. Thank you. They don't work like that. Like It takes. Don't think, oh, you're gonna put him in. He's just gonna start knocking down threes. Nobody say he that good where you're just gonna throw him in and he's just gonna start knocking down threes and change it. It takes rhythm. Not saying, oh, you're just gonna come in.
Yes, Mira. Mommy, what do you want?
He's talking to you.
Raisin bagel with cream cheese toasted.
Good.
Yeah, you can't just play a guy late in the season. Like, it don't work like that. If he can do it like that, he's been playing from the gate. Derrick Jones Jr., you should have known what type of team you're going against with the Celtics.
No, I would choose my chip.
You know what type of team you're dealing with, the Celtics. Now, I want to honey bun today. It's too early. I had to go to, I got some meetings. I had to go take care of some things.
No, it's $1. Hey, one, shoot. No.
Scrambled eggs and beef sausage on a roll. Thank you, boss.
These are bro talk. I have my car out there. I have to make sure.
It's $1, Dre.
That coach is crazy because everybody wanted the coach go on, talk about, oh, they needed Udoka, that coach is trash. Boston coach trash. It takes time. See, this is the problem with people, period. This is the issue with people. And this is why you have to have smart people cannot listen to the noise. Everybody now, Joe Mazzulla, he's 30, what, 36 years old? He gonna be like a legend. He won his winning position, percentage is high. They went to the conference finals last year. His first year went to conference finals. Second year championship. They're gonna be solid, but I think this is gonna happen next year. I think they're gonna sign Tatum and they're gonna sign Derek White. But I think when they don't win next year, because I don't see them winning next year. When they don't win next, it's gonna be hard for them to do any upgrade. That's gonna be their team. That's gonna be their team right there. Like far as, because they not gonna, it don't make no sense to make no trades right now. And guys like Sam Hauser, them guys may get bumped up in a couple more dollars. I don't know what's their salary right now. I don't know their salary right now, but you're gonna have some guys getting bumped up in a pecking order as far as money. It's gonna be crazy. And the thing is, I don't see them going in the NBA. That's how it's gonna be in the NBA. It's not gonna be too much dominance. You're gonna see year after year different teams come in. Every year you're gonna see this team come in, another team. It's just gonna fluctuate. It's gonna fluctuate. It's going to fluctuate. You're going to see teams up and down, up and down. This team win that team. That's how it, because number one, the talent is too close, and then the money. The money, because what's going to happen is Boston going to probably thug it out because they're going to say, if we can repeat. They're going to try to repeat. But the hunger not going to be there for a lot of them players. It's just not. Like a lot of them players like Porzingis and them, Porzingis stay hurt. Al Horford old. Next year may be his last year. So I think they're going to try to thug it out. But I think what's going to happen is it's going to be, the roster going to be so much money after they lose next year. And they're going to have to make a decision. But they're going to be, at least they got a championship out of it. That's how they're going to look at it. And their thing is, oh, we passed the Lakers. That number going to jump crazy with Boston. That luxury tax going to hit them hard. Because Derek White number going to jump. Al Horford got one more year left on his deal. Then you got guys like Pritchard getting money. Then Sam Hauser. You got to pay him. Brown money, they payroll gonna be crazy. He said Joe Mazzulla was gonna get fired. They didn't win this year. That's true, and that's why I said that could be mistakes sometimes. Like why people feel teams had, like they went to the finals. Okay, now they'd have lost to Indiana, one of them. I get it, with a healthy team. But if they'd have lost to Dallas, he shouldn't have got fired. If they'd have lost to Dallas, he shouldn't have got fired. He said Redick and Bronny will save us. Gotta pick Mark Jackson at this point. What the Lakers had to do, man, they just had to be a sound. And like I said, it's hard because you got a guy that anytime you got a guy, an aging guy old, and he's there for a year or two, like, you know, year to year basis, it's tough. It's tough. That's what make the Lakers hard, because it's like you gotta be careful at the same. You gotta be careful. Okay, is this a coach? Some coaches make it's just tough. Period. I agree. My holy king said, if you make the finals, you shouldn't get fired. Like, I don't understand that. I don't get that with, like, a lot of teams. A lot of teams has false expectation. A lot of teams, like, what you thought, like, especially then it depends how you lose. It depends how you lose. Lilo, he said firing Vogel and traded for Westbrook. That definitely, I agree. It definitely hurt the Lakers. Firing Vogel, you had a coach that you won a championship with. I don't get it. I don't get it. They changed too much of their identity from one year to. I would have never got Marc Gasol. See, I don't mind them other moves. The Dennis Schroeder. Cause I get that you was losing Rondo, cause they couldn't pay Rondo $8 million. They was losing Rondo, getting Dennis Schroeder. That wasn't a problem. I would have never got rid of JaVale McGee. I think that was the mistake right there. That was the number one mistake right there. It looks small, but I'm telling you, him and Anthony Davis had good chemistry, and wow, like, you can't change too much of your team after 1 year. Then you trade all them guys for Westbrook, like, and the draft pick, like, you did too much. Chasing that 3 stars. He said Pelinka constantly making bad decisions. All of it not on Pelinka. Like, you know who the driving force behind that. That Westbrook trade don't have nothing to do with Pelinka. We all know what happened with that Westbrook trade. We all know that Westbrook trade, exactly what went down with that. Like, it bothers me, like, people just forget. Like, if you follow the Lakers, you know that Westbrook thing ain't have nothing to do with Pelinka. We all know exactly what went down on that one. Yeah, I'll be back, y'all. I have to go to this event. Gotta rub some shoulders. Go to the beat. Can y'all go to Beat 139 and watch the video with the kids? Good video. Hit the like button. Show some love over there at the Beat 139.